Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. My name is Trey Graham. I'm joined as always by Cardinals head football coach Matt Nally, coming off a big second round playoff victory against El Paso Andres. 62-14 was the final score. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before we get into the game, I know you were busy on Friday, so you weren't listening to the broadcast, but we had a long discussion about the furthest distance opponents the Cardinals have ever played.
Okay.
So the first one should be the easiest, which is,
I would say and El Paso.
well, Don Bosco in New Jersey is number
of course.
one.
Yes.
And then El Paso Andres was number two on the list, the second longest distance opponent ever played. And then we got into Lubbock Estacado back in the 2011 season, and you had Muleshoe on the way to the state finals, and Little Rock Park View.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So it was an interesting debate. This is things you do when it's 62-14 on a broadcast. So now that that's out of the way, your thoughts on the big victory?
I thought it was a great game. Obviously, there's things in the travel aspect that I was really nervous about. When you're traveling 6 hours and you got 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, and you got 15 to 20 coaches, trainers, and everything. The first thing that enters your brain as you're traveling is, are we going to leave anybody? Kids could get sick, or kids, whatever the case may be. So I was really proud of the team and how they traveled. We had some unbelievable people that helped us. Coach Duke Sparks helped us along the way, and then Abilene Christian University and Texas Tech University helped us out as well. So that part I was really proud of the kids, and then getting there and playing a team like El Paso, it was such a neat experience. I hope for our kids, but for me personally, to see football, because we only see football around here. And to see football in other parts of the state, I thought was really, really unique and really, really interesting, because they can play football. I mean, they had a really good football team, and that coach was such a great, kind man. But they did really good things. That there's that stigma that they can't play football out there. That's not true. They can play football.
But the Metroplex did dominate West Texas.
They did, but I was
this
just
weekend
super proud of the way that their kids played, and super proud of, they had a really good plan. So, but our kids played well. I think we had a little bit of jet lag.
Bus lag.
Yeah, to start the game. But once it started going, we started going. Just super proud of the way that we traveled, the way that we performed when we were there, and the way we traveled back.
What was the game plan going in? What did you think you had to stop for the Eagles?
Well, going into the game, they were kind of 50-50 run pass. Their quarterback was extremely talented. They had some really extremely talented receivers. So going into it, most football teams and most football coaches, hey, we got to stop the run. So that was kind of the main thing. And then, we had to, they're an air raid football team. So they do a really good job. The quarterback was very talented. Running the football and throwing the football. So we knew we had to get a good pass rush when they were going to drop back and try to throw the ball, and then be in our run fits in the run game. But offensively, it's the same thing. Like you want to establish the run, but really it's like, what are they giving us? And so I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but they weren't just giving us the run game, but our offensive line in Bear Tabor and Eden Tina Moore did a great job of rushing the ball. So that was kind of, as we were going, that's what kind of turned into the game plan, running the football.
And by the fourth quarter, it's It's a blowout by that time. Was there excuse me, an agreed upon running the clock in the last few minutes?
No,
Because it happened.
yeah, no. I had some coaches on the sideline saying, "Hey, man, the clock's running." And at that point in time, I knew we had to go and feed the kids, let the kids get cleaned up, and ride six
You were
hours
okay
back.
with
I
it.
was like, "That's fine." So yeah,
But
no
it
big
wasn't
deal.
an agreed.
No, it
Because it
just started
started about
happening.
7 minutes left in the
hmm
game.
Yeah, I guess the officials were ready to go
They
too.
were ready to go home also. All right. We're going to talk to our players of the game in just a moment. Wide receiver Jacob Swain, defensive lineman Ini Edu. Both have been here before and both are back, both outstanding young men. Talk about Jacob and Ini.
And I'll talk about them together because I have talked about them before. Um, Jacob is, God, I mean, he is just the greatest teammate. Obviously, he is a great player,
Yes.
but man, what a great teammate! What a great, if you're a young player and you're trying to identify with a player, man, Jacob Swain's the guy that I would want to be like. Just so unbelievable. He's going to be one of those guys that you're going to look up and he's going to catch his dream. But also he's going to be that guy that 25, 30 years down the road, you're going to be proud that you were associated with him because of he's going to move the world in a positive way. And then Any is so driven. When he moved here from Prosper 2 or 3 years ago, um, people don't understand really what he has done. He was so motivated and driven that he's changed his body, number one. And then number two, really got into wrestling. And I think that gave him some confidence. And if you look at him, he's built like a Greek god, but that is his determination and his drive and his motivation to make himself the best version of himself. So once again, he's going to be one of those people that you're going to look up and be like, wow, I'm so blessed to have known him.
And we're going to show you the highlights of our players of the game in just a moment. But you brought up a topic which we've discussed before, and that is you as a coach and you as a dad, you're a supporter of multi-sport athletes.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. I mean, you only get to go to high school one time, and there's a lot of people out there that be like, oh, you need to specialize. I don't believe in that. If you're really motivated, um, you're going to be able to do all the extra stuff. And if you really love the game, all that extra stuff while playing basketball, while playing baseball, while running track, while wrestling. Um, but at the same time, too, I think kids need a break. I mean, we on the football end of it, it literally, you know, if when we play for the state championship, Brother Graham, we'll give the kids Christmas break off, and then we come back and it's football again. So I think kids need breaks. So, and not just that, but all these other sports develop so many skills that are in the game of football. So, why wouldn't we say, hey, go play basketball and baseball, hand and eye coordination, athleticism, you're building yourself. But besides that, I think every kid deserves an opportunity to be a kid. And, I know that I went to a smaller school and I played all sports. But, at the end of the day, like if a kid wants to play baseball, go play. That's awesome. Now, in Melissa, we really, really push track and we really, really push wrestling. But in
as football
powerlifting,
coaches.
as football coach and
Right.
powerlifting. But as a coach in general, I have kids that when the season is over, they'll go play basketball and they'll go play baseball. Good, you need to. It's only going to improve your skill set and make you a better overall athlete.
So now let's take a break and introduce you to Jacob Swain and Ini Edu, and then we'll come back and talk more with Coach Nally after that. Welcome back to the Cardinals Scoreboard Show. We're introducing you to our players of the game for the big playoff victory over El Paso Andres. Our offensive player of the game, wide receiver Jacob Swain, number 0. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've been here before.
Sir.
Welcome back.
Thank
3
you.
touchdown catches against the Eagles this past week. Actually, it was 4 touchdown catches. One of them was called back.
Yes,
So
sir.
tell us what happened on the first play. It was 2 plays in a row.
It was on the first play, I ran the wrong route. I was supposed to run a go route, and I kind of just jogged off the line. I thought Brett was going to throw it to the other side, so I kind of just walked off the line. And yeah, I turn. He's looking right at me, so he throws the ball, and I kind of just got in the end zone. And then penalty flag,
Okay.
and then the play after, I ran the right route. The corner pressed me. I just ran a go route, and he put the ball up, and I caught it and scored.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Your favorite route to run?
I'd say the post.
Okay.
I scored a whole bunch on the
Yes,
post
you
this
have.
year. Yes, sir.
You almost had another one. There was one that was just
Yes,
beyond
sir.
you.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So what have you and Holloway developed? Is there a kind of a personal time you go together after practice or before practice? Are you working on things, just the two of you?
Yes, sir. We work on a lot of stuff after practice. I think now I mean, we have a chemistry to where, I mean, he knows, like, if a corner's sitting a certain way or something, he knows exactly what I'm going to do. So he'll just put it up there and put it to a spot, and I'll just go get it.
He's trusting you to read the same thing
That he
that
sees.
he is and vice versa,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So you have to see the defense lines up, safeties or corners, and make a decision and hope that he's making the same decision.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Talk about the big win over the Eagles. Well, first, talk about the long drive and the whole day.
You know, we took 2 stops. We stopped at ACU, had a walkthrough, 8, and then we stopped at Texas Tech, had a walkthrough, and 8. It was a long ride, not a lot of room on the bus, so we're tight the entire time. But to be honest, going into the game, we didn't have the best week of practice. So when we got there, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really know how we'd play. But in warm-ups, I could kind of feel like the energy and like how everybody was. I kind of knew that it would be over pretty quick and we'd all get it done.
What's the latest on the recruiting front?
I'm gonna announce it on signing day in December
Okay.
3rd. Yes,
All
sir.
right. You don't want to make any special
Mm.
previews right now?
Not right now, not right
But you're
now.
locked in?
Between like 3 schools right now, but kind of have a feeling where I'll go. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. Well, we look forward to the big announcement.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on
Thank
being the
you.
player of the game. Wide
Thank you.
receiver Jacob Swain, number 0, our offensive player of the game. We'll show you some of the highlights, including those touchdown catches, and we'll come back and talk with our defensive player of the game right after this.
First down, Cardinals. Wing left, twins left. Throw it out to the right side to Jacob Swain. He makes a man miss, dives forward. It's a gain of, let's see, they're going to give him the first down. Yes, they are. Exactly 10 yards. And the Cardinals are at the line of scrimmage already at the 44-yard line. Moving fast. Throw a slant route to Swain. He makes another catch for another first down into Eagle territory. And the Cardinals are pushing the pace. First and 10 from the 30. Fake the handoff. Throw it deep to the speedster, Jacob Swain. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Easy
nice.
Yes, easy pitch and catch there.
30-yard touchdown pass from Holloway to Swain. And the Cardinals are on the scoreboard first with 3:52 remaining in the first quarter. Driving up 2 touchdowns. First and 10. Twins left. Split right. Throwing a slant route and a wide open receiver. And there he is. Jacob Swain, touchdown Cardinals.
That looked normal there between Brett and Swain. That was the same route that they did not connect on 4th down, but make that strike for Swain's second touchdown of the night.
Twins right stack, fake it to the running back, throw it out to the left side, caught by Swain, and the spin and a spin back, and he's going to go in for his 3rd touchdown catch of the night. Good footwork there by Mr. Swain. The Cardinals take the opening kickoff in the second half. drive it straight down the field, and the third touchdown connection from Holloway to Swain. But we have a flag.
Yep. We'll take that off the board.
They do wipe out that penalty. So the score will remain 28-7. Put that scoreboard back for you, and we will replay this as now 1st and 15. Cardinals with that 28-7, and there's another throw, and it's going to be somebody has to make a call. There's a flag at the 1.
And Jacob has the
ball in the end zone.
In his hands, that back shoulder pass
but
there
the
and
officials
catch.
didn't call touchdown yet, and it's going to be personal foul. There's the official signal, touchdown. Now we'll put the points back on the scoreboard.
Went right back to Jacob. Good concentration that time. And we've talked about this in the past. 50-50 ball, more than likely, number 0 is going to come down with the ball.
So Jacob Swain has a touchdown catch nullified by the penalty, and he comes right back and gets another one.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. You got to meet Jacob Swain, our offensive player of the game, a moment ago. Now you get to meet our defensive player of the game for the playoff victory over Andres. Defensive end, number 41, Eni Edu. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You've been here before, but you were with all the rest of the guys before.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're here by yourself. Congratulations on being the defensive player of the game. What was the game plan going into the Andres game?
Mainly, like all the time, stop the run. Because we're a run-stop defense first. So it was that, and then containing the QB in the pocket or box.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't really know.
All right.
We're just trying to stop the run.
Stop the run. Is that specific to the Eagles, or is that the season-long plan?
Season-long plan.
Okay. Why?
Well, first, because I feel like running is more more dangerous because there's no opportunity like for the QB like sit in the box and stuff like that, because our first 3 always like rush to the QB and stuff like that. So just putting pressure on the QB and quarterback, and then making it easier for our DBs.
Okay. You've had some injuries on the D-line, which has impacted you. You played more because of that.
Yes, sir.
What's the difference in the roles for you?
Oh, I had to switch from nose to end. So I'll say I'm a little bit more free. I get a 1-on-1 instead of like a double team or triple team at the time. And I gotta stay outside more. I'm not used to that either. So that'd be it.
Okay. And talk about the different alignments or reads that you're doing. They have a tight end, they don't have a tight end. They got a wing back or not.
Yeah.
Talk about, again, we're not giving any secrets away, but just what's your job to read the offense when you're getting ready for the play?
So my main read would probably be the guard and the tackle. I'm not worried about the tight end or agent, something like that. Maybe probably the tackle and guard.
Okay.
So like this, either someplace I'm crashing down, and then I'm like eyes on the guard, eyes inside, or I'm going out and I can't go back in, nothing like that. I just got to stay with the tackle and contain it.
All right. What are your plans for after high school?
Right now, probably after high school, I go Army, and
You're going to enlist in the Army?
yeah, not fully though. It's like a reserve.
Reserves? Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Have you already made that decision?
Yes, sir.
Have you signed a contract?
Yeah.
With the recruiters?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So you'll go to basic training after
high school.
graduation?
Yes, sir.
Very good. What's your MOS going to be?
I actually don't know. I haven't talked to him yet after I signed. So
Okay. All right. Well, that's the job you'll have in the Army, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, very good. Why did you make that decision?
well, I just thought it'd be fun, honestly, because I've been interested in the Army. So, and there's a lot of opportunities to come with it. So I just wanted to like take my chances and stuff like that.
Very good. Well, congratulations on being our defensive player of the game. And now look at that camera and say, "Go Army, beat Navy."
Go Army, beat Navy.
All right. We'll come back and talk with Matt Nally more right after we show you some of Innie's highlights.
Cardinal fans on 3rd down and 5. First drive of the game for the Eagles. Saved by a personal foul penalty against the Cardinals. Quarterback draw, and Milton is going to be taken down at the 13-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 2. Coach Chris Taylor has a decision to make. First down and 10. Andres at their own 30-yard line after the kick goes out of bounds. And the quarterback Milton's going to have pressure and comes down with a 1-yard gain.
Adu on the tackle.
Number 41, Edu.
3rd down and 15 for the Eagles. Trips right, split left. And another low snap. Milton has time now. He doesn't. Edu put pressure on him. He rolls left and throws it into the bench. And it's going to be 4th and long and punt time for the Eagles.
Pressure there by Edu was the key there, forcing that ball to go out of bounds.
Have it at the Cardinal 49, 1st down. Eagles, twins to both sides. In the gun is Milton. He's going to straight drop, has pressure immediately, and there's Edu with another sack.
Ball came out.
Ball came out, and the Cardinals have it. And there is the big fella, Uche Dimpa, with the football.
Edu. How do you do?
Cardinals turn the ball over on downs, and they get it right back, forcing the fumble. Penalty in terms of field position for the Eagles backs them all the way to their 10-yard line, and they throw it out into the right flats, and Doomy Gadsden dives, not able to bring that tackle, and they got another breakaway and a good gain for the Eagles all the way out past midfield. Another broken tackle, and finally the defensive end tracks down the wide receiver 60 yards downfield. Edu.
Good hustle there by Eni.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. You got to meet Jacob Swain and Edu, our offensive and defensive players of the game, for the playoff victory over El Paso Andres. Now it's time to look ahead to the 3rd round of the playoffs, and a familiar opponent, of course, the Anacoyotes, the Purple People. And there was some discussion about where that game would be played. Thankfully, it's a lot closer than the last game.
Yeah.
So we announced on the Melissa Cardinals Network that it was going to be played at the Star because that was the original plan. Then it was changed to Allen Eagle Stadium. How and why did the change happen?
Yeah, so I talked to Coach Parr, oh my goodness gracious, midnight on the way back from Lubbock, and we were all set up. We had the officiating crew we wanted. We had the venue we wanted.
For the Star.
For the Star.
Right.
Everything we wanted. So when I ended up getting home around 6 o'clock in the morning on whatever that was,
Saturday, yeah.
I talked to my wife for a few minutes, and I wasn't feeling very well either. The flu had been going around, so I was kind of nervous that I had the flu, but blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I'm fixing to just sleep, So, we had our coaches meetings later in the weekend. So I was like, today I'm just going to rest. So I fell asleep, Brother Graham, and then I end up waking up at 9, and I had 56 text messages at 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, some of them were, coaches and things like that and blah, 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 blah. But I got notification from the Star that any Frisco school has precedent over the Star. So we got bumped because Frisco Lone Star wanted to play there. So then it became, I was like, I'm fixing to sleep all day long. And then it became, you're wide awake. I literally walked in there, got me a cup of coffee because I knew it was fixing to be a crazy next few hours. So I went in there and talked to Coach Parr on the phone, and I was like, hey man, I've been in contact with McKinney, and I've been in contact with Allen, and this was later or before all this stuff was going on. And so I just reached out to Alan and I said, hey man, do you mind? Do y'all have any game this time? No. So I hit up Coach Parr and we had agreed that Alan at 3 o'clock. It was honestly, it was divine because I did not, because normally now, I mean, obviously now there's not that many schools within the playoffs. So venues are a little bit,
Fewer teams, fewer games, more
Yeah.
availability.
so
Yes.
the venue is a little bit, you can find it, but still over Thanksgiving holidays,
Right.
the day after Thanksgiving, like I said, it was just, in my personal opinion, it was very divine that the good Lord above was looking after us because I did not think that it was, going to happen. So, yeah, so that's how it happened. And, I'm really excited to get, I've never played there before. I've went and watched practice there before. I think I might have went and watched
So you weren't here when Melissa played there before? Okay.
No, I know. And then,
Against Salina
yeah,
in the
yeah.
in the first season that it opened.
I've never been there. I went on Sunday and took a tour of it. I wanted to see their locker rooms and whatnot. It's very nice. Like I said, I think I might have been a playoff game and watched a playoff game there before, or an Allen Eagle game. I can't remember. But Coach Parr has played there before, and he was like, "It's really nice." And whatnot. So obviously he's played a lot of playoff games, so I trust what he has to say. And but I went and took to it was so nice. It's such an awesome opportunity for our kids to get them to play like a stadium like that. I mean, when you look at our stadium, you're in awe. Um, and you're just like, oh my gosh. But then you get to go see, like, they did a great job with that stadium. And when I stood there, I was kind of in awe, like, wow, this is really cool. I think our kids are going to really enjoy this. I think our fan base is really going to enjoy it as well. I just think it's an awesome opportunity for both schools to get to go play in a venue like that.
Friday, 3 p.m., Allen Eagle Stadium, the Melissa Cardinals and the Anna Coyotes, a rematch from a district game. Melissa went to the Purple Palace and beat the Purple People, and so Melissa defeats the Coyotes earlier in the year, so you have a rematch. Now, the cliche is it's hard to beat a team twice in one season.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that the case?
I think it's just because of the fact of each other, and you kind of know personnel, schemes, philosophies, and things like that. But I mean, it's to me, you're in the third round of the playoffs, so now it comes down to are you healthy, and then B, I mean, you can't reinvent the wheel. We're way too far into this now to say, oh, well, now we're going to play Anna, so Anna does this, and so we're going to add this scheme, this scheme, this scheme, and this scheme. And that's not how this works now. So being healthy is a big deal this far within the playoffs. Being a little bit lucky is a part of it this far in the playoffs, and being you. I mean, you've already established your identity. This is who we are. And, moving within the playoffs, this is an opportunity for you to kind of showcase your players. And that's at the end of the day, Brother Graham, it comes down to the players. Players win games. I've said it for years. Players win games, coaches lose games. And normally coaches lose games because you get too cute. You do try to reinvent the wheel. Oh, I've got this big, huge scheme that I'm going to put in because of this quarterback or this receiver or because they're in this front or this coverage. And you just can't do that. It's just, hey, this is who we are. This is who we're going to be. We're going to move forward this way. We're going to try to execute better than they do.
Well, it will be an exciting game. The Cardinal fans are calling for a whiteout there at Allen Eagle Stadium Friday, 3 o'clock kickoff, the day after Thanksgiving, and 2:30 pregame show here on the Melissa Cardinals Network. Coach Kenny Deal and I will be on the call for the game. Hope you'll be there with us. And you have put a great run together for the season. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Congratulations to the Cardinals on making it to the third round of the playoffs. And we will see you on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving.